Yo, what up, YouTube? I got a question. How do you know if she is interested in you initially, or if she is using you as a filler? A filler is a word that I use, and it's based off of this idea that, okay, you have certain women that if they're not interested in you, they're not interested in you, and they will, kind of let you get the hint, okay? If not blatantly say they're not interested. But then you have some who will keep you around just because they may be lonely, or they may need some ego boost, or they may want to use you as some tool or as some pawn to get money from. It happens. So his question was pretty much, how do you avoid that? I mean, how do you really, and how at the same time do you determine if she's really interested? From my personal experience, I would say this. First of all, I wouldn't get too caught up on who approaches who, right? Who came up to who, or who gave out whose number. And I say that, I know a lot of people use that, and I understand why they use that. But for me, a lot of the times you may see her, okay, and approach her, and she may not have seen you, and vice versa. So I never get too caught up on who introduces who. And I would say this, what I like to do initially, I like to be the one to make first contact. I like to be the one that gets the ball rolling, so I'm not wasting my time, okay? So my advice to you is this. You need to look at your first 4 conversations or interactions, okay? And you have to ask yourself, who initiated them, okay? If she's really into you, it should be equal. So at least she should have hit you up at least 2 times, 2 or more, okay? But if you've talked all 4 times and you've hit her up all 4 times, okay, then there's something wrong, because you had to call her, you had to figure out if she was available, when was the best time to talk, and you were on her schedule. Now, if she was really interested, she would have called you and did the same for you, okay? Now, I understand that certain women feel like they need to be pursued, yada, 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 but we live in a world where we have, as men, we really have to do away with that. I'm all for, like I said, I'm still for, introducing myself and going up to her and making initial contact, and even being the one to make the first phone call. Because I know you still have some shy, reserved women out there who are truly that way. But there comes a point in time where, as a woman in 2009, I feel like they have to step up and really show interest and not play, quote-unquote, hard to get. So like I said, she has to hit you up, right? And try to figure out when you're available, or when you have free time to maybe get some coffee or do something. And make it easy, right? I'm not for lying, but, if she hits you up, let her know, hey, I'm not available. Can you, get me in a couple of days, or you can reach me at this time. Like, make her have to game plan for you, right? Make her have to consider your schedule and when you're available, and not just you doing it all the time. And if she's willing to do it, then I feel like she's generally interested. Now, it's not 100%, fail safe, okay? But I'd rather see black men make decisions relatively shortly than in the long run, because you never know what's going to happen. And to me, 4 conversations is perfect, okay? Because it gives her the opportunity to get at you, okay? Like I said, she needs to do it at least twice. So you did it twice, she did it twice. It's very fair. To me, it's not a big deal, even if you're a shy, reserved person. No, it's consideration, especially when you're older. I guess when you're younger, you have time for those types of games, but as you get older and you start dealing with work schedule and possibly still going to school and all the other things life throws at you, you don't have time. Okay, you don't have time to be chasing somebody down if you know they're not going to do it for you. And to me, 4 conversations is perfect, because you're giving it time, okay? But at the same time, you're not wasting anything above that. I feel like, you're kind of wasting your time. So, it works. You should try it. I like it simply because you can spot out who's really interested and who's trying to use you as a filler. So in closing, you simply protect yourself from being used and figuring out if she's really interested by looking at your first 4 meaningful interactions or conversations. Okay? She needs to have at least hit you up twice, right, and figured out if you have time and when you're available to talk. And if she's did that, I would say then you can proceed. She's probably feeling you and you can take it from there. But if not, you should move on because she's probably trying to use you. So you guys take it easy. Tell me how you feel. God bless.